Sticks and stones, oh, they do break bones, but words, when spoken, they hurt just as worse. Let's talk about it. Hi, chosen ones. Welcome back. If you guys are new here, well, I am chosen. And this is Beyond Your Reflection, my friends. This is a channel that was created by me. However, it's designed for you and I together to peel back all those ugly layers until we get to what makes you so beautiful. So put up a chair to the celebration, friends. Let's talk about it. The power of words. Now, I know you've heard the saying, the power of life and death is in the tongue. That is 1,000% beyond true. That's why you have to be very, very careful on what you say, how you say it, and definitely whom you say it to. Some people are strong enough where words just roll off like water in the shower. Some people, it sticks like Velcro. That's the whole purpose of this channel, because you got to think about this is from childhood up until now. And even some things that in adulthood that you probably haven't been able to deal with as a child. So it has gotten worse as an adult because you have not put attention to whatever that thing was, nor have you been able to speak about it. So when I say power of life and death, literally what you say and how you say it has so much power. Like, there was a saying back in the early 2000s, I think teenagers came out with it, but remember they used to say the thing, kill yourself. You know, you say something stupid that was so cheap, you should kill yourself. They tried to make that so cool, but it wasn't. If you really think about it, something that was meant to be funny is also suicidal. So think about it, if you said it and that person actually went through with the action, it was something that you said that was a trigger to that person. You spoke life into that situation and you made that situation worse than what it already was. Yes, you have that much power, even over yourself. When it comes to speaking to yourself, you know how we are on this channel. We're constantly speaking life into a death situation. And when I say death, I don't mean the finale show. I mean whatever it is that's not bringing you good intentions, whatever is bringing you harm, that's death. Whatever is not making you happy, whatever is not making you prosper, whatever you're not benefiting from, that's death. Because it's not going to be able to grow. It's not helping you get from your next situation. If you're in a situation that's not good, whether it's abusive, whether it's drugs, alcohol, or whatever, that's death. But when you speak about how you're going to overcome that situation, how you're going to stop drinking, how you're going to stop smoking, how you're going to stop doing the drugs, how you're going to take those steps, that's speaking life into the situation. And you know, they always say you be very specific on what you say and how you pray. Don't just be out here, Lord, I wish I had a man and he's sending you the bum off the streets. Well, that's what you asked for. You wasn't specific in your speaking. When you say, God, I need a job. Okay, cool, McDonald's is hiring. Oh, but I don't want to flip flyers. But you said that you needed a job. So you have to be very specific. When I say that, I mean literally, if you want a house, which I'm going to get, you say 2-car garage. You paint whatever that is, a foyer, a living room, a chill spot, a theater, whatever you see, you speak that thing into existence. Be very specific. And then when I say also about whomever it is that you speak to, okay, I can use myself like I always do. I just had a situation, you guys, where I possibly ruined a friendship because of my feelings. And I said some things that I should not have said. And when I said it in the beginning, words hurt just as bad. You guys, all the time, and majority of the time, an apology, I'm sorry, doesn't fix it. One thing I learned, like when I'm in college, my psychology class, they had us do break plates ceremony. We went to an actual location where they let that happen. It's a thing. It was freeing to be able to get that off of you. Like you wrote down on it, whether it was, for me, I wrote down childhood trauma. I wrote down rape and molestation. I wrote down the things that were bothering me. And then with all my might, baby, you thought I was playing in the World Series, I threw that plate across the room. And when it shattered, it felt free because that object was broken and I released it the moment I threw it. And then our professor told us, now look at that plate and say you're sorry. What? Yeah. Huh? Well, you telling that broken pieces, you telling that plate you sorry that you just broke, is it going to put it back together? What? No. Huh? I never thought about that. Never thought about it until after it happened. And then you're sitting there, you literally thinking about what was said and how it was said, or the actions or whatever it is that you went through. You think about that thing. Once you've broken something, whether it's trust, a relationship, a friendship, once that thing is broken, honey, sometimes I'm sorry ain't gonna cut it. That's why you have to be very specific on what you say. One of the scriptures in the book of James, it says that thou shalt be swift to listen and slow to anger. Do you understand how much power is in that alone? Because that means that you have to take time to think about what you say before you say it. And that's what I'm talking about on this channel. Sometimes you want to pop off. Sometimes you want to buck and nook. Sometimes you really want to go to that level, but then is it really worth it? And who is it really hurting? Is it hurting you or that person? And then I want you to think about it. You cause that pain to whomever. Do you want to be that person? Because now you're living with that guilt. Now that's something else that you're carrying. That's another thing in your luggage that you can't carry on this flight because you're not going to be able to take out because it's too heavy. Do you really want to be that person? Do you want to be that person that's always giving out hate, or that's always angry, or that's always mad, or say things without thinking about it? You don't want to be that person. That's why you need to strive to do better. And that goes for you being that person to someone else. But when it comes to yourself, why are you speaking all these negative things about you? I'm never going to have this. Well, my great didn't have it, so why can't I? That was them. They ain't got nothing to do with you. It's just the bloodline that keeps y'all connected, but that does not mean that that's what you got to do. Go back to my last year episode about breaking those family curses. Just because mom and dad, cousin, auntie, brother, whomever went through that ain't got nothing to do with you. That does not mean that that's who you are. You have the power of life and death, because you can speak those things that be not as though they were. But if you're constantly thinking about what you don't have and what you're not going to have, and maybe I shouldn't have it because I don't have it, well, there go your reality, because you spoke it. Once again, I'm going back to, a friend. It hurt, guys, because, this person was nothing but kind. And as crazy as it was, in that moment, I was selfish and I just needed someone to be there. And I asked this person without even asking. Just mentally, I'm like, okay, this person is going to save the day, because the last couple of days, this person has been the one that made me smile. This person has been the one that made me feel amazing and special and worthy. this person. I put all that pressure on this person without that person even knowing it. And something simple as give me a few minutes and I will call you. And a whole day went by and I didn't hear nothing. And guys, I went to the moon with my emotions. And I went to a level that I had no business going. And I didn't think for a second, well, maybe something happened, or maybe the person's phone. I did not think rationally. I didn't think positive. I automatically went to a negative, and that's the way I reacted. And now I'm sitting here, and this person won't even return my phone call. This person won't even pick up the phone. And I'm like, oh, I did that. And I wore that guilt on me for a couple of days, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I got in here, I cried, and I asked myself to forgive myself first. And then I went to God and I was like, okay, now that I got this off of me, can I give this to you? And I never want to do this again. I never want to be that person. And I want you guys to think about it. Like I said, there's going to be times where you're going to be tested. There's going to be people out there that's going to constantly push that reserve button, baby. Reset. Okay. Now, you can give out warning signs all you keep poking this bear. And when this bear get up and this bear start growling, I'm going to need you to move. Social distance yourself as far away as you can. But when you get to the point where you're so strong within yourself, when you get to that level where nothing really bothers you, that's where you want to be. And you want to be able to swiftly think about what you say and then slow before you react to it. Because it's easy. It is absolutely easy to pop off, get ready to fight, cuss, fuss, do all the pull up, all that stuff. That's the easy part. The challenging part, is it worth it? Why? What is it benefiting? For you to knuck and buck for what? When you can just think about it. You sit there, take that breath. You know what? I'm good. I'm going to wait. Let me see what happens. I'm going to wait to see what the end going to be before I go to that level. Well, how would I feel in this situation? What would I want that person, or how would I react? How would I feel? That's how you need to think. Before you start doing things in life, think about how it would make you feel first. How would it make you feel if somebody just cursed you out of the blue sky? If someone didn't call you back immediately and you just automatically went left, how would you feel? If you receive all the negative energy that you're putting out, how would you feel if that come back to you? Yeah, in the real world, we call that karma. To me, I call it self-reflection. How would you feel if everything negative that you've done and said was to come back on you? You would think about it before you do it. You would think about it before you say, before you react, before you move, before you think, before you speak. Because once you think about how you feel, that way you'll know how you will respond. You will give with love and kindness instead of hate. It don't take but a second. Sit back and think about it. Okay. All right. Well, if it was me, I would, and then you fill in the blank. Same thing goes with yourself. Every day, stop thinking and stop acting and stop feeling like you don't deserve because you haven't gotten. Just because you don't see that way don't mean that it's not there. You just got to be patient. Wait. It's coming. Some things come a little bit easier than the next. But that does not mean that it's not going to happen. Speak it into existence and be very specific on what you want. You feel like crying, cry. And then talk about all the reasons why you felt like crying. And if you hate crying like I do, then you talk about all the reasons why you're not going to let that thing make you cry again. Instead of sorrow, think about joy. You know what? Today, I don't feel like getting out of bed. However, I have to. I need to. I got to do something different from what I'm doing. and what I'm saying. And you think about every time that you speak something into existence in your life, think about how it will make you feel before you project that emotion on someone else. Yeah, the easy route, try something different. Cut left, do a detour, go down that long road of emotions and self-reflect on how it will feel if it was you. And then you know how you feel. That's the way you'll start speaking things into existence. That's how you start being more specific on what you say and how you say it. And not just what you say and how you say it, but how you react to it. When someone says something you don't like, okay, definitely if it's not true. If you know you're not that same person that you was 15, 16 years ago, maybe even yesterday, why are you mad? Why are you reacting to it? Why would you project that on someone else? You know what? Well, you blah, 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 blah. Who is winning in that battle? And then at the end of the day, when you think about it, you sit back and you sit in that filth and you're like, you know what? Well, maybe I shouldn't have. Dang, I should have. Man, what if? You see what I'm saying? But if you think about it in the beginning, if you're swift in listening and processing and slow with the emotion, and if you think about things before you do them, before you react to them, even when it comes to yourself, I promise you, baby, it's going to be a great day from day one all the way up until. So just be very specific on your words, in your words, your choice patterns. All these verbs, adjectives, and nouns that's out here, pick all the positive ones, okay? Think about how you would feel. And then that way, that amount of love that you have for yourself, that's what you want to give out constantly to others. So to the person that I hurt, if you do see this, I do apologize. And that's one of the things you need to do too. Apologize to yourself first. And then that way you'll be able to apologize to the person. Forgive yourself and forgive others. That's the best gift that you can give. So from here forth, my friends, I challenge you, be very, very specific on what you say and how you say it, even when it comes to yourself. All right, guys, it's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please that like button. I appreciate that. Also, leave a comment. Please talk to me and I'll talk back. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Love you. Go out and have a great rest of your day. Speak nothing but positive things out in the atmosphere so positive things can come back to you. Continue to live your blessed life.